Afia for more good evening. Be MmaraNuSeSen na ye to aso de nkomo no ahyehye eso no na se de meka ye no ene e ba behwe de article 28:1 oka efa mra no ne enkora titu a ware mu anase relationship mu no de beka e de afa enkora na lawyer kese pa ono anso ye pani kese SIC life savings and loans na mum ha de lawyer adwuma nko ana lawyer waba so oba ba yo nti na friend waba ama friend poma adwuma ene obi ka no bro for lawyer for esquire they say wa bia mana she say lawyer wa bia mo atse esquire say yes law school na easy so obe contribute esquire na de abo ho safo ne sa na onama o de je enchia lawyer nyume mo ajo
me Joseph
so wo ye de
yanko father
ase me wo so onam trotting wo call original tour na wo ye adwuma
if you
say a woman of many colors
how see a be law
yeah be law oh me shadan ka de eti akọ
ye so have blue white and red colors but and the version
another day na de law kwa ne be enti law yenko ayi me ma wo ha ho nko hwan na ya akola ni gidi se sabre nkofo bebe nim enti de ne asudie ye wo akora hwan na e wo akola no na hwan na ye na sede so wo hwe akora no
maame ne papa ene woba inti maame ne papa ene hweba enye okunu ne oyere o se maame ene papa inti ekyerese se ye wo samaware samaware oba ne be ma na woba inti oba ne be ma no ene hwe akola no pacho se mo aware ana mo ware ya emra no ma ebi a tumi bi ba akora na ya wo no e wa aware ase ne akora na ya wo no wa aware ase na na inti na me ka say maame ne papa man ka say okunu ne yire no inti once a oye oba ne be ma mahia modi ehia mu na ebe firi mu aba ne de emfa ho say ye wo no kwanchen ye wo na wedlock ana say de tie bia say oye maame ne papa ne de omienu na wo say mo hwa aba na akwala ya akwala ye mfa ho ne de ni maame ware de oye mpana ba ye ni sa definitions no we have the definition for a child inti akwala ya akwala okay inti e wo se maame ne papa ne mienu nyina ka bomhwe me passion and parent okay eye maame ne papa enye mother okay but the empempi ni cases e ba ha ya nkofo na me pe lawyer na me pe lawyer me po mo ma me kodofsu na hwan wo ba na mema no wo mo hwe ba ne bi inti se wo se mienu na wo se ka bomhwe ba ko anya e ma ne ka bibi wo ho ana okay inti yen starting number akomako won say one kasa kan what the constitution states say I was akwala bi enya say and then I was a mama akwala MmaraNuSeSen the kafa there was a yema akwala ne there was a any say yema na then there was onya into sawhwe your constitution article 28 in fact the whole of chapter 5 no talking about will be our rights fundamental human rights no it is our rights ni there for ye nyina sawo ye panyin sawo ye akwala obia our rights but over article 28 na it talks about children's rights okay pastor meet me aka or say parliament shall enact such laws as are necessary to ensure that every child or say every child one can say children born in marriage or say every child has the right to the same measure of special care, assistance, and maintenance as it's necessary for the development from its natural parents, except where these parents have effectively surrendered their rights and responsibilities in respect of the child in accordance with the law. It's mommy and our papa won't call court and say, Akwala we ebi amede na ma adoption into onya me baby. Who knew who coins or because say ebi anya menene ma menene neti nya menene papa na neti nti won hwe no say they should have the same measure nti akwala ye bo pepe na wo no they ye wo no won kwan chen bi nyina they should have the same amount of care and maintenance but alright all kinds are article 28 men who so kasa cry ya outdoor and I anya na pepe no sa pepe ya say dia makọ ware no na ma wo nti ono de oya meyire but akwala bi awa wo ne bia ye wo ba okay and I say ye wo outdoor no akwala bia anya say ye wa dore but say akwala bia anya din but un say emema bi won ma ye wo akwala na otimi ntuni din un wan tuni din o say e no che say enye ne ba un hia DNA ansa na wa qualify say we parent ana ye wo na oba na ka say wo na ye be ma wo ne menyem ye no a e no be ma wo ye owofo then mo bi oba tan o ye owofo parent na constitution ka wo mu no sa wo nje ntumu sa akwala ne ye wo ba when I was so wounded to obey the end.
Okay.
But see, we cannot in the hypothetical situation say, I didn't say Apalano, with
Inti ebuso fa mameka o say uguso a wo hwe live e wo UTV MmaraNuSeSen e de bra wa ye hwe constitution no enema oka efa enkra unti na ye de nkra photo e de ato on ma say the lawyer can say article 28 one na che say akora bia a child born whether born in wedlock che say e wo akora no e wo awariem e na say empena twem abonten akora no wo right to say ye man reasonable provision from ne ma ne papa nti enye se mo ware o esefata se mienu mo kabom ema mo hwe akra no nti wo be ma na wo de wo se e friend say ana wo de wo nka ho wa ware oba no uni case e wo sa asem no emu nti lo yensa mbra back to article na ayi o nti na de ayi na beto no wo say ya sheda ye artwork video to no say proper education food and water akra no sefata so onya aduane ensio safe environment baby esefata proper health play and labor and a decent but lawyer say when you know your right to constitution e kan watembo
if you say okay say parliament shall enact laws it was specific law yan kwala nko act Ghana ye wamra bebre ye wamra for bibi anti ye will act
enya adwuma mbo lawyer
oh
because ye lockdown wo nkra na maya na ye kwache wo na 16 15 14 ba ko se me kwa me boy ho ediani ni fie ampaso ye koyo mu fie no mu tikios mu nti sa constitutional provision no law no parliament shall enact law na we na nkra tikios
no there's a difference between enacting the law and implementing the law the law that you enact it
but ne ye no de
I know a different story for a different day but apart from nema na wo show up no wo share Act 560 na or say right and kwala won be right to name and nationality
or right to name
and there was a kwala ni nyedin
okay
or says our phone na wo no e ma ni din
it is obema because on to din and it say no person
no person shall deprive a child of the right from birth to a name, the right to acquire a nationality, or the right as far as possible to know his natural parents and extended family subject to the provisions of Part 4, Subpart 2 of those acts. Inti akwala so nim ne papa e be den we hu ne papa ebusuafo and then kase papa nkwa ne hu ne si hu ne papa ne papa ebusuafo nyina e wo so nya din wo say especially in Ghana for no ye fire papa mu din inti so nim ne papa e be den we nya din ti wo so nya din so nya dia ye de wo no say bia ye wo be ya ma but say ya sheda ato abofre din no e wo say ye wo akwala bia wo nya din e na wo nya din e be kire bia wo free inti wo nya din wo be nya nationality. Second one, there was the right to grow up with parents.
Okay, the right to grow up with. Also, on now for you. Okay. And no say akola no right. Inti mema, right ane. Me nya nka mema bebe sa lo yi do on be fumo. Until they bobo so asa.
No, when you be from the man so be from because oba so want to prevent akola from getting to know
no papa ampa.
Inti mema na be from because e be ono na no on pese. Oni akwala ni benya hwe aye but e bi nso wo ha na wo pese onya oni nya bibi ye but na maame no e hye no
okay
enzi
okay
and I say but what a right to be comes with a responsibility
okay
enzi you have right to grow up with parents no then there is parental duty and responsibility
okay
and this is what no parent shall deprive the child his welfare whether the parents of the child are married or not at the time of the child's birth
okay
or the parents of the child continue to live together or not. Into someone worry na mo worry you na mo je ya worry u jai oba na u jai akwala no.
I know your punchline, a headline story pa. U jai aware ba u nya akwala.
Oba na obe wo no aware ase no.
Inti anu na lo am pese o kan na o de asotwe no so ka. Se o ma na o mu jai aware ase me ma o mehwe oba. Enye oba no me na mchim no. Me na me di ne oda me yem bosumi nkunu bosumi nkunu o ma ho no oba ma no matomra
pashoane na mema no so a o na ma me de ne konti we wie no no so tomra
okay ana mpacho o so o te akora na be ma bi o no abe tama akora no na koma ne maame nti say right to grow up with parents
so maame papa no te ase a nana en ni to me was asemdumu
hey
I just a baby a Emra ne beka say in the best interest of akwala no eni se one ne maame ana ne papa tena. In any situation about akwala no, what we look out for what is in the best interest of akwala no. Nti bia maame no yare ebia maame na ankasa ya akwala ye feel so no so ntimi ntete akwala foforo nti ye tenama. So this is only happening when this is in the right interest, in the best interest of akwala no. But say me ti ho ya ma adwen ye adwuma na me kunu say me te wo ba e de na koma me maame ne natena say de nti me na me ye parent no, and the law states say say me no ne metena. Nti the only way I bet me to ebi ho me share cases be bros yo akwala ne ebi oba na free mu papa no nko anti oba na busuafo ne say akwala ne ye nso ye banti ye ba ne papa te ase
enti ni papa te ase oba na busuafo ntumi nyi akwala no
mo so because ye papa no nso de bi e wo say ha no say ne ye wa amamre bi o ha bi mo ye patrolling e bi ye matrolling but still law ne de nka who as a parent into so the natural parents ne te ase na law bia na court bia nka say maami we ntimi nhwe ba papa we ntimi nhwe ba they then the child should live with them.
Okay. And law and pacho now bobo right no so first one a right to name and nationality akra no right to say onye dini na o free o man bi mo
pacho
and number 2 your right to grow up with
parents no
a right so one ne maami ne papa nyina tena so ma ware so mo ware ye wo so ne o mo tena
and we say no child shall deny the child right to live with his parents and family and grow up in a caring and peaceful environment unless it is proved in the court that living with his parents would A, lead to significant harm to the child, or subject the child to serious abuse, or not be in the best interest of the child. Someone to me, Debbie. But wait, but some mama there should be some written agreement. Maybe a court the be adoptable way, and there were courts. Baby, remember back to that. Such child tribunals need be around that. You bet me, yes, I know they all called filing them be our courts maybe. Don't mean train or be ban free no sa keke.
But young right now can him.
I had to make a right to grow up with parents, no. And so parents, I was Akwala mouse are right now, so you have some responsibilities towards Akwala. Yes, you can't for Akwala welfare no. Every child has the right to life. First and foremost, they say was someone Akwala nkwa. Into be able to put Akwala nkwa in danger. So he has a right to life, dignity, respect. If you are still leisure, say like was someone Akwala grow liberty, health, education, and shelter from his parents. Where you near my was it? I will for my mene papa edema or muba.
Okay. So what can I say? The NSN can have baby no. The right to shelter because baby cry no mama de daka kwan so kwa anadwo aya wo nti sa right we se nipa no obuso nye se bi obu won ma wa shade obu so onibi kiosk ni ma ne container no obenya nti oman no ni aso de bia so sa obata ne ma no nko no so be hwe
if you say we shelter nya me shelter we nya oman na said there
I know
we your parents are said there
but we parents who enibi onibi kakra wo ne kwa
na social welfare say on that make say MmaraNu you different from say age juma. See a social welfare system ni age juma ke bia your shelter homes ni ade ankofo but for now you share the whole maame no and whole maame a wonim say woda kiosk maybe an e mankoye no wo be hwa na bia omo ho no so na nkwala ne be 5 na 6 de fiaba na trasakofo do nya ba ko fa
ase omo trasakofo mo video games ni ade we so what kiosk mo de kwa won ni hwe nti e
form of leisure
entertainment or yeah na say
yes
every
parent has rights and responsibilities whether imposed by law or otherwise towards his child which include the duty to protect the child from neglect discrimination violence abuse exposure to physical and moral hazards and oppression the parent is supposed to provide good guidance care assistance and maintenance for the child and assurance of the child's survival.
Me pese about maintenance so pa ne mo mansa na mpacho o si o right o phobia o asudie say what
protecting the child from neglect discrimination violence abuse exposure to physical and moral hazards
so
and oppression
how bia ni
nti omo na omo de omo ma no
SSS ka no exposure to harm and hazard. But so, and lawyer, me can't say a discussion for another day, no. Because on mining in a niche and a more. So I'm the Korane could na high street no more stress idea. If you call them Korea, we are kata buying so
as 560 way now, no say akola to be near you maybe and the human be ankolani be at some age and you drew higher better because akolanya 13 years, sir. And you say, and no credit human, what you bet me at 30, then I debate me at 15. 13 now need to sign interfere with Nadisia, but in college time I'm tone so point. Eh then you be or my this
daytime. I was in school, no more than a car. And I will say, you won't go on Corabia or pushy and if no school time or no more than a traffic light.
And yet MmaraNu what's MmaraNuSeSen this it is
MmaraNuSeSen yet by running to me your more and I'm good to Nam Car. But lawyer, I am commenting as a seminal. Na pegama don kwa send message be obusa say awofo na so omo asudie say omo wari o omo twempno omo tibomo omo ntimomo ye omo mienu asede say omo hwe akora no say papa no ana ma me say menye akora no because me kosom we me ko asori we say ye nkwa all right o betima ka so no ni die no to onye akora no
say yang fagidie na wo akwala no
to obi so busa ne gidie so ho asem
there be eno ya wo gidie but akwala no dey aba wi ase wi nti ono so the right was so enjoy no emfa ho ne gidie kra wo no
okay
e was so onya sa
na pacho lawyer where ai obema ne bia obema ne oba na o mahia na o makonyem na obema ne maame ana ne papa na na oba na ebusuafo se wan ware no e na obefa no enyim no enti ya ma wo enye akwala na ya gye ade eno so e awo omo ye nananu mo omo right abusuafo no betime ka se emfa akra ne ma papa no emfa ne ma maame no
say akwala oba no involved no ye below 18 na obeka so that say under parental care into ye bia ye be hear the consent of ne maame and ne papa mo but eno kra no papa no work right say oye parent ne de ono so nya access to ne ba na
akwala no nti awofo no nanafo no tumi nkasa
okay so akwala no or worry no one worry no so obu ne kwase so nya do e ba na abem on say mostly no instead see e be kan ya some as adults no na ye use nkwala no as pawn see we twi no ha minim say no na me use a me nya no ye especially be hu o baby na mema no obema open the mass and panty or ye bibia no de nkwala no threaten that shouldn't be the case
okay na patrol maintenance where
if you are right in
we because right in those questions na eba pa
if you am who right in area questions the does if you are the parents the share san na man in area you say akwala no with the right to parental property
okay
me you interested in that because most times someone say nipa no afi money abeka so we nya ne ba we nya say ontimi nya ne japade bi na nya ne maame na ti aware as oye nipa kwa na we ne ba or nipa na we free mo ne ba and akwala bia with the right to enjoy from the property of the parents say ye ne papa na ye ne maame
nti akwala na mfa say na ne maame ti aware as no nti as ya wo no nko ade all right say ne papa japade onyemu
chefa so PNDC 111 na section na ye chama
children
no yeah most of children or moti aware as children of the disease no nti japade kro na e be children na mododo nyina machi mu
okay
so akwala court time and papa free mu no ka so na japade ne menye bia the court will make a provision out of the estate no for the pakron
okay
if you cry na papa no poti as ne bi mpa na onim no but they obe
papa ne ti ase onim no
e bia
wanye wankotu ni bi kwa no onim so oba
ne nyem ye but the trace ye na say you to be verified say e your ne ba they will make a provision out of the estate for him
really we dey nkofo dey bu nkofo bebre se be kwase a lawyer because teacher say nipa ndi ade a ana mo hwe na nkwan wo ho te say keke pepranom ne ade ya yeso wote ase no say no yenimo wanye
yes akwala bia no person shall deprive a child of reasonable provision out of the estate of a parent whether or not born in wedlock
okay until lawyer you rush through a
right to education and well-being
education
right to social activity
okay
if you are way past hear me right to opinion
wow
you tiga na ha say akwala no ye mpanyin nsem o kasa dodo but some fa akwala ho a act ne say as much as they understand it betimi no manen ka na adwen nti so they akwala ko e bi a custody case na akwala no obe 10 11 obetimi decide me maame na me papa hwan na me pesa me na netina the tribunal is mandated by this act for akwala no bisa no ono so na adwen so they have the right to an opinion nti yeah, how they beka so now you penyin sem now kasa dodo na say akola keto ade na wonim but to the level of the understanding let the person express
papa bi wo kra nka se mekom maame wo se me hwe obio nti eno anya right akwa no right on what to
no person shall deprive a child capable of forming views the right to express an opinion to be listened to and to participate in decisions which affect his well-being, the opinion of the child being given due weight in accordance with the age and maturity of the child.
Okay, yeah. Right, what other rights? You the other rights also.
Protection from exploitative labor.
Okay.
And only the protection from torture and degrading treatment. Rights to refuse betrothal and marriage.
Okay. Akwa no right so beti maka so onyini ya. Osi ya de wa kosi asiwa. Ya de wo koma aware. All right so beka so onware.
And yes if Ghana ha the age for any form of marriage 18. Nti akwala wonya 18 say ye de na isi wa ye de na ma aware any type of marriage bia
okay. Ntumi nka se me na ma wo me ba me de na ma so masi. Me na ma wo me ba. Okay.
If you mpacho nti if yenka wo maintenance.
Yenko maintenance so. Nti maintenance mpacho before then no adopt nkwala ya adopt o mo se bia wonu bia wu na wakwa wo adopt no aka wo ma ho ana bia wo fa ase bi opre no ho pre wanyin se no ko we wonu so swa na wakofa wo adopt akwala no so tumi ebeye wo ba by law.
Okay, nti definition of a child and PNDC 111 no eye obi a wo de kire amansan so ye wo ba enya biological link kwa. Nti once our portrait to abontin sita makofa mini abane na betna even sometimes or house help our nenete so then that's not for a period or you're dependent on you what ma nkrofo hu se oye wo ba obesima will be construed by the law as over.
Okay.
And all these people have to be protected.
I see. Ti enya by force chinchama kosan adoption mra.
About new guidelines for adoption and even customary one no. Okay. Their processes are bit yamana legalized.
Okay. Okay. Nti sa akora no wo papa na maame no ube free mu a wajapade no de wa adopt na kan ho obi anim se wo ba. Senya wo na obeka se bia enya wo ba pa obi edi onim se all right so onya wajapade no mu chefa. Okay. Nti la yenko na mbusa se maintenance se papa ese me hwe ba no. Obi di ni case ba ha say ama minua ba Stephanie Afia Stephanie ona ye otete cases mama na oye research kakra mama na o chem say onegeli yawo okoto wa hwe akra na mo say wanye no hade no ne nyem ye nti o mo je no kwase ebunsa wa hwe na mo awo wa ye kama afi okwa akoto ni di o mo so mo akra no onto ni din o mo ma na hwe no o mo right sir
baby
oba no so pese ode akra ni dwane o be ma so ko ase wa tese okoware na wa hwe ode akra no koma be ma foforo no
o said the yedi kan kasa akola bia was on na wo for net na into betimi a petition in court for custody and access into court ne be hwe what is in the best interest of akola no no decide okay so maame ne betimi ahwe ne ye and papa ne betimi ahwe ne ye the be ma ba but the other parents also have the right to access the visitation right for akola no
yo me maame ba ko maame akua Austin o Adom TV o se efia minimum ba ko bi a ne ex husband ekofa ne maame ensa efri ne nsem 4 years now we changing the contact we changing the bibi anto oba no hu nkola no kra me ensa papa na fa nkola no ko
eya ware ne de ye onim busuye ni bi nto hwe papa na obi hu no nto making a case out of it because any so now your parents and now your parents know you can't remove a child from the place of abode without the necessary or the right things being done. Inti say of almost without mama no consent say mama na nkwala na neti and then one day out of nowhere perform and so
now also on file case na mama yes say why am ade no kwa ma heja ti say
in the complaint against children no and sometimes anya mama na kwa the betimi aye into ono nipa ya onim asem no obetimi petition even charge
on behalf of mama
not on behalf of mama or on behalf of nkwala no
okay
you can make a complaint. I win your parents no consent.
Okay.
And yes, I think there are times that biological parents be maltreat your mama. Nti wo one chen who say bibi says here, wo betimi I make you complaint on names. Asem no mo truly wo betimi complaining and make a complaint to any of the tribunals and other district courts no.
Pagiama don ko so person who say asotwe bi wo ho ma eja ana ena wo se won hweba. Wo say lawyer ye krom ha no. Wo dey answer pagi question no. E ma ne bebe so adwen yo mo say e mema na hweba. School fees on no betua. We on no betua. Christmas on no nti ono ba no onye hwe. Ontue bi.
Oye bibi o.
Aha nti mpese o chem ho se de ba obi abe wo na no so nkofo anfa nhye o mo chim so onye hwe.
Akwala ehwe. Akwala maintenance. Eye maame ene papa. If you are not say let's be practical. Samina me ne akwala nete. Now with the school fees hospital bill in the meba. Eye denya the metian maybe be bro there wotian so but now because we do the end ba because we did the end near me nyina won't mean calculating the pesa nti ye mienu nyina ya said say but so what won say na cost kra na ye maintenance na ye hwe obi ahoodin o ni akasa we na wotiase nti enye papa no nko a said ye maame ne papa na omode akwala ne be
na say na adwo akwala ni su a wo na wo hwe no una ogbo nsuo
una ade no on net de e den ya ono ehu kodimu sen
wa wo tenchen
akwala hwe say dem are right ya ye kan ye ni nyina na ye de sika na ema o ma akwala ne dignity no isn't about money
nti lo na so obi anye ne ema na wo kana say sa right we nyina so oba tan bi say tissue ne mema no wa anya emra bi ka say ye ntwe na so.
If you are about to be a court to akwaje maintenance order, and I say your man order no, that's one follow. You can go back after 30 days. And also, court show, bibi na one ya, you need to be a committee because it's an offense.
Okay. Nti patrol fire processing. So nipa no go school da onim hwe. O say on court no kwaje maintenance order.
Say no any of the district tribunals and also if I took courts be na catch court registrar so me wo ba be ma na nhwe nti enka me pese family tribunals ne bia no they will set up a panel now me take asem no you be invite obema no ananipa cross and sometimes if you cross one na your ba oba bi wo ho nhwe da nhwe ne be you jan the basbasa nti oba invite no afra bi some so why na was so you say why na you so you say na fe court na hwe the cross no income di obe onya medjuma oye ni ahwe so aka chen se na bia bosome bia ma se mesisi na otwe bia ma ne se sa order na ye be want to betimi avari because and sika ye be ka setu and in 2 years and the same sika na betimi etia
phobia from where the lawyer dey okay because bebre ni so kroma bebre ni sa emra we say so about back so question dey ba ye we dey raba life coach ajoa benewa hene we say is onim lawyer ama friend pompa good information or the man am such jew we more parliament we say in fact asema wo kan no atone koma so the whole day no dey be preaching or the be preaching ko for say ye ja wawre ye ja mpna twe ye nya nkola nti uja oba na uja be ma no che say we ja akola no ne hwe o say good pa na na dai Solomon no say efia me hwe mo live wo US United States of Adanse America edira jaba we dey hafufu dey beba say dey
America na
we abuno ho aha tie dey abuno mbepem dey aba bronchimpim do dey dey so so no kwa say bronchimpim dey bako bi ka ho am dey so so
any teachman for me
teachman for yo na bright agenu no say if a good one pa me was say I've met one problem. I met a lady in my life. When we met, now she's having a child, fresh born baby. Before I meet me no. When I asked her about the father, or say papa ne say akwara ne nya ne ba into no. And sister, as I am talking right now, I am the one taking care of the child. And me and mama mato akwara ni din a me hwe ne ti akwara no ye me ba ana be ma ne ba.
Oye ne ba.
Oye be ma we ba.
Oye be ma we ba because say ya no he's under his care and custody.
Okay.
But so person oye no the proper thing now court accord baby sign the adoption the legal rights in abandon so but say that should be an papa no eh na dwen so obeba still on so oye ne ba.
I see. Na ona papa ne yes obeba na obema fofori e ka wabonya papa ne betia.
It's na make us say we take up our responsibility no. or upon legalizing the precon.
Okay.
Na that should be an number train akola no.
Okay. Vasco osu o say catch lo ama from performance say no size wo ye adwuma in fact enen ko ana mate law no ase papa ama mate ensema wo chemu na atopa Ebenezer Bonstra no say please if a child's parent break up na so oba no kwai be ma fofo na oba no say chinchini o de akora ne beko na wa yi ni ma all right ana
because no question say a mat me hwe nkwala say emema.
Okay.
And she say if the best interest of akwala is on the mama bet na except say be a papa no position be ma akwala no enya better treatment than so be one mama ne nchen. Then mommy no be ka mama to mo ho ase na but say sad dia it's always better say ko be one mama ho na mommy no nyina ho akosra ne papa no.
Okay.
Nti no de enya bone.
Okay.
But it should be where the two of you have agreed on it.
Okay.
Mama no to be mfa peg chinchin say den ya me na me de ne beko.
Nti se be ma ne se chinchin a onyi ntum so onfa ne ba no nko na ware na se opese ono so wa ware de akọ anim na me hwe me ba
obe ma be ma ne betimi ahwe no na mo me enu nyina mo hwe na da because e bi so ware a okay unim se de obe ma kronity unim se de betite oba no na se okunu dada no so nye na dwen se o ware bi ndo no betimi ne ma atna sometimes me ma din so betimi hwe man but the two of you should agree baby am me enu mo ntime ntimo ho ase no na makwa ma court na bisa which of the two baby akwala net na will be in the best interest of akwala na ma akwala net na.
Okay. Nti abrante ba ko so Josh no ka se fia me we dey me monitor pa in fact lawyer man from Poma ka chen se me see me two chairman pa this is the first time mate emra we ase pa de bia na minim se eye bibi etesa e wo ho pagi amadon ko de still o se punishment aso twen ben ene e de be ma eja no ma o mo hwe ba no so say no answer ni pa be file maintenance order na court e be order no
the person be kind the exact
minimum where doves so bam in this maintenance order asemia o kan say before akoko tan ye bia obetimi akodos ko cases in bebe no ya na doves for ho ona abehwe na akopie obetimi akodos for na
section 59 of Act 560 or say any person who unlawfully removes a child from another person who has lawful custody of the child contrary to section 46 or B fails to supply the necessaries of health, life, education, and reasonable shelter for a child when legally liable to do so, contrary to section 43, commits an offense and is liable to summary conviction, to a fine not exceeding 2 million, or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 6 months, or to both.
2 mbacho can fine
me sure say 2 million we first 2 million. If I me can read na me share, me sure say
it is obi anhwe ba
a criminal offense from this.
Lawyer san kan e bioma me because what dey here nkofo.
Okay, nti yan kan section 59. Or say any person who unlawfully removes a child from another person who has lawful custody of the child contrary to section 46 or fails to supply the necessaries of health, life, education, and reasonable shelter. Or say reasonable shelter it enya say me take you as well as me ko kan dan e wo trasa akoma me ba no. So to reasonable shelter for a child when legally liable to do so contrary to section 47 commits an offense and is liable on summary and any image na ho ntie wa no asem it's on summary conviction to a fine not exceeding 2 million or a term of imprisonment not exceeding 6 months or both.
Okay. Nti wo ye what to criminal
stop again say
criminal offense nti sister pegin shama donko o question na de ba no na lawyer wo yi ano say criminal offense obi anhwe ne ba wato emra na GH back case no so good evening if you keep it up na lawyer no o te law na say papa na God love edu no say greetings for Kumerica me chiamo and a message chi labi no say lawyer please what if the father takes the child to his mother akola ne nana and prevents the child from visiting the mother so the be man de akola no komane nana no be man maame no say o ma akola no oni maame ne mesra no
akola say parents too back who custody na back who access so on man ma ho kra so ba akola no kwan ko no ho Inti bi ha bi o sa wo di so sound no ntimi nkwa ukosi no hot period bi wasen akwafa na ba but obi ntimi nka say me stop akwala maami ana ne papa totally from seeing except their embo akwala no.
And obi so question your time na yaso there but anas the question is say ne papa anhwe no ama wanyini say ono issue etia ne papa na say wo hu baby ne papa na oba wanhwe no
18
obu 18
nti oni issue bia
oni case bia
so that
I want to mean say denial of attention a man wonya emotional distress
obetimi but if you at the end of the day no ye ka de akwala wo ho sese nyame aye wadom ensisa nti ye hwe omo ye nketo ana ye hwe omo no omo so an go through there.
Okay la time na so de mbampacho obi a be ma ote aware so a married man sese ya papa no abai na papa no bisa no akwakofa girl foforo no so ye sister no ne na wo on de ote na ware ase na wo so oto odi ase na ohwa akwando be no so hwe no a eno no papa no owo case ana sister no wo case tia papa no
so washa akwala no
yes
akwala there was so sure that all time or yes self sufficient into even though act no e kasa for 18 years no so that's what was say kroma say won't be nya 18 na wonye self sufficient into so that's what school that or responsibilities no go beyond 18 years no into we need time betimi agyan ne hwe e time or you okay so no ankasa e hwe no
e be hwe no you abusiafo yem fancy anom say na de wo emranim nyina fa nkra ho ene ne lawyer amafempoma atonobo ababechi mu nti mema no a monye mma monhwe ma muntua hwe munyina matomra o say a criminal offense e ma no so a wagye akra na boso na mema no mma na den ososo eye waton emra munyina mo wasodie mo aware o mo ware o say ye gya aware ye gya mpna twe ba ye nyae ba wona asquantene heaven ba bi na akofa ne bae to na ba de obehwe no abusafo emfesi amfase da kese ma lawyer amafempoma opani kese chese woni ne ho adaje kra lawyer obenya no ba ko office 1 minute no na je say $5,000 there no I a big time lawyer say and they are documented waba betene to the anya abote acheche ni emem nyina e de ama se da kese nkoma Stephanie Afia ono na ye research nyina ama me mate no afeso aseda nkoma production team ni led by Sikane production team cameraman ene ade nyanya kopon ya adoma be sen share next week nto wa hweba no onye ready a enkonkobu atopa obi ansoma o oti ase ye na wase wo send message to a ye da ase gidi say yetumi you question na no ye fa me Afia Pokua nyakopon shainya o channel patwen ye live e wo critical issues ye no no abo adongo ene ba be fire sa hwe NDC agenda ene say ye ba ni ti a ene o chana ye be share critical issues